Welcome back, my fellow mobile gamers, to my mobile gaming quest where I look for and play a new mobile game every single day here on YouTube. And today, we are going to check out Perfect World Mobile, which is this Chinese MMORPG that first released on PC 14 years ago. And now it's here on Android and on iOS in a few countries, with a global launch coming up later this year already. Now, even on PC, this game was pay to win, so I didn't really expect anything else when downloading this game. I mean, just imagine how pay to win a PC game that was already pay to win on PC can become on mobile, where pay to win tends to thrive, and especially among MMORPGs on mobile. So yeah, it's pretty bad to say the least. But this 3 GB giant of an MMORPG does have a few things going for it as well. The graphics, for example, I'm really liking those. I mean, just look at this world. I actually cranked up most of the settings, so excuse me if there's a bit of lag here. It takes up lots of resources, but it looks really stunning. Especially, you have to consider, guys, that this is an open world MMORPG. So this is all one big open world that our little smartphone has to render at any given time as we're running around. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. Really liking that. And unlike games like Crusaders of Light or World of Kings, which I covered just a few weeks ago, this game doesn't immediately throw you into these team-based dungeons, which some might like and some not, but I really enjoyed that. I mean, that we're not thrown into those dungeons. We do have them, by the way. There are still dungeons, and we can still go into those, and I might do that later in this video as well, but we're not forced into them. You know, they're not shoved down our throats as in some other games, and I would actually rather spend some time on getting to know the world and the universe a bit before going into those dungeons. So if you're like me, I think you will enjoy the first hour or 2 hours of gameplay in this game. Although, now that I think about it, you could easily spend the first hour just doing character customization, because yes, there is an insanely deep level of character customization in this game. I mean, even down to, and hold on here, even down to individual eye colors for the left and the right eye. I mean, if that isn't character customization, I don't know what is. And look at this, guys. We're up against a mini-boss here, the Shark Minion. This is most likely an instanced mini-boss, because most of the mini-bosses in this game are, sadly. So even though it's this huge open world, there are lots of instanced quests. Not really liking that. I wish that we could just stay in the one open world, but I guess if they want to make quests like these, then I don't think they have any other options. This is not unique to this game. Many MMORPGs does it like this, but I would just prefer to stay in the one huge open world and have open world bosses or just quests that go on in the actual real world instead. But enough about that, let's move on to something a bit more interesting, such as the flying system, because yes, we can freaking fly in this game. Look at this, now we can ascend up and up and up with our angel wings. Look at this. I mean, the world is just beautiful. I gotta really appreciate the level of detail that has gone into creating this world. It is lagging a bit here, as you guys can see, as we fly around. But the fact that we can fly around in this world in itself is actually really awesome. And actually, if we can find some deep water, I'm not sure if this water is deep enough, but we'll go check it out, because if it is, then we can also dive underwater. And of course, there are games that have done this before, but I really gotta give this game some credit, because it's very well executed. In fact, it's better executed than I've seen in any other mobile MMORPG game before. Let's see if this water is deep enough. It is not, it seems. Let's see if we can spawn the horse here. We can. The horse is not afraid of water. So maybe, do you think we can go down there? Let's go check it out. Can we actually descend? Oh, we actually can? This is so cool. This is what I like about MMORPGs. This is what they should be. They should be all about exploration, flying around, preferably either on a mount or, or with angel wings like these. That is so cool. I'm not even sure if this water is deep enough though, but let's have a look. Oh, yes, it is. I think it is. Yes, there you go. Look at this. Now we're underwater. It's lagging again, once again. And that's even here on my OnePlus 7 Pro, which is kind of a beast of a smartphone. It's still lagging. But it's here. And I mean, I did crank up the settings all the way so you guys could see how beautiful this game actually looks. So yeah, as you guys can imagine, I spent a good few minutes just flying around in this world between quests, even though it was a bit difficult to figure out where we had to go next, because this game, as many mobile MMORPGs does, relies heavily on auto movement, sadly. And we'll get back to talking a bit more about the auto system later on, but for now though, the game has 5 different classes: wizards, blade masters, clerics, archers, which is what we're playing, and then barbarians. And you guys know me, I love archers, so I had to play as an archer. I tend to like the combat systems of archers. Now in the case of Perfect World though, sadly the combat system isn't that interesting at all. And most of the time, and this is where we get back to the auto system, we might as well just use the auto combat system. In fact, a lot can be done on auto, like questing, walking, even auto hunting when not doing quests. So we can just walk out to some monsters and then Let's see if I can take control of my character here again. Let's descend all the way. I can simply click auto, and it will automatically start fighting monsters. So right now, there are no monsters, of course, but if there were, we would just start fighting those automatically. And we even have settings for auto potion use as well, so everything can be 100% automated. But from looking at the reviews of Perfect World Mobile online, though, I know that some people really enjoy these auto systems. And if that's how you feel as well, that you really like these auto systems, then I think you'll have a great time in Perfect World Mobile, because what has become clear to me is that even though the game is a bit too automatic for me, it's definitely not a low-quality MMORPG like, for example, World of Kings was, with bad translations and just overall really chunky and clunky gameplay. This is different. This is definitely more high quality. So now we've covered some combat, we've covered some of the movement, the fact that you can fly and you can dive. We've talked a bit about the combat system, but there are many other systems in this game, of course, like an enhancement screen where you can upgrade your equipment. We've also got a guild system, obviously, with guild dungeons and so on. We've got skills, and these skills can, of course, be upgraded. We can also choose to automatically upgrade all of them. Again, more auto systems. We've also got a ranking, we've got skins, we've got lots of in-app purchases that we talked about previously as well. And then we've got a really awesome settings screen, actually, where we can change a lot about this game, both when it comes to the basic settings, the graphics, and even, as we talked about before, the idle/auto gameplay. And there are, of course, even more systems like this, because this is a fully fledged MMORPG on mobile, but I just wanted to show you guys a few of them. And then if you want to check out the game, the download links are in the description box down below, and you can check out all the game's features, of course. This is not a complete tutorial on how to play this game, but just wanted to highlight some of what I like and some of what I dislike about the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now, we're not completely done yet, though, because we're going to go into a dungeon and we're going to talk a bit about the monetization system. Because the monetization of Perfect World is just amazing. I'm just kidding, guys. It's it's horrible. It's pretty standard for these types of mobile MMORPGs. It's pay to win, lots of in-app purchases going up to $100 each. But of these pay to win mobile MMORPGs that I've played so far, Perfect World definitely looks the best, though. And so if you want to play one of them, I would say you could consider taking this one for a spin, and after watching this video, you probably won't be disappointed by the game, as we have already gone through most of the good and the bad that is to say about Perfect World. So with that said, what do you guys think about Perfect World Mobile, though? And what is your favorite mobile MMORPG? Any RuneScape fans out there, maybe? Let me know in the comment section down below. And now it's time for the mobile gaming news of the day, which is that Rush Wars, which is Supercell's next PvP strategy game, is now in beta in Canada, in Australia, and in New Zealand. Now, we do not yet know if the game will ever see a global release, since Supercell is, of course, famous for canceling games before they globally release, but it seems there's lots of interest in the title already. So let's hope for the best, crossing our fingers here, and let's hope that this game is decently fair towards free-to-play players as well. I will let you know as soon as I can get my hands on the game, of course. So until then, thanks for spending a few minutes with me here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here. And until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.